Chosen ones have a unique light that sets them apart. But, despite this, many often face toxic behaviors from their families and friends. Have you ever wondered why those who are supposed to love and support these chosen ones often become their biggest critics? In this video, we will explore the unexpected root cause of envy and resentment. We will see why family members might feel threatened by the chosen one's divine light, leading to jealousy and negative actions. Understanding this hidden dynamic can help chosen ones navigate their challenging family relationships. Keep watching to uncover why these special individuals often attract such negativity from those closest to them. The divine light, a source of envy and resentment. Chosen ones carry a special light and spiritual purpose that sets them apart from others. This light often makes them unique in their family, shining brightly in a way that others might not understand. This divine light represents their higher calling and spiritual mission. It's a gift, but it can also become a source of tension within the family. Family members, even without realizing it, can feel threatened by this light. They may see the chosen one's unique qualities and feel envy. For example, a sibling might feel overshadowed by the chosen one's talents or their deep sense of purpose. Parents might feel frustrated if the chosen one's path doesn't align with their expectations. This unconscious envy can lead to resentment, making family interactions difficult and toxic. This envy isn't just about jealousy, it's also about fear. Family members might fear the changes the chosen one's light brings. They might worry about losing their influence or feel insecure about their shortcomings. This fear can cause them to act out in hurtful ways, criticizing or undermining the chosen one. Psychologically, envy can create a barrier in family relationships. It can make family members act defensively, trying to protect their egos. They might project their insecurities onto the chosen one, blaming them for their feelings of inadequacy. This projection can lead to constant criticism and emotional manipulation, creating a toxic environment. Spiritually, the chosen one's light disrupts the status quo. It challenges the family's usual way of thinking and being. This disruption can be unsettling, causing family members to resist and push back. They might see the chosen one's spiritual journey as a threat to their beliefs and values. This resistance can manifest as hostility, making the chosen one feel isolated and unsupported. The unconscious recognition of superiority. Family members often subconsciously recognize the chosen one's spiritual superiority. This recognition can create a sense of discomfort and insecurity. Even if they don't fully understand why, they can feel the chosen one's higher calling and divine purpose, which stands out from the norm. This feeling of inferiority can trigger defensive reactions and toxic behavior. When family members sense this spiritual superiority, it can challenge their ego. The ego is the part of us that wants to feel important and in control. When faced with someone who seems to have a higher purpose or a closer connection to the divine, the ego can feel threatened. This threat can lead to behaviors aimed at diminishing the chosen one's light as a way to protect their self-esteem. For example, parents might criticize the chosen one's decisions or belittle their achievements, trying to bring them down to a level they are more comfortable with. Siblings might compete aggressively, trying to prove their worth. These actions are not always intentional. They stem from a deep-seated need to preserve their sense of self-worth. Religious texts often provide examples of this dynamic. In the Bible, Joseph was chosen by God to play a significant role. His brothers, recognizing his special status through his dreams and his father's favoritism, became envious and resentful. This led them to act out in toxic ways, ultimately selling Joseph into slavery. Their actions were driven by a subconscious recognition of Joseph's spiritual superiority and the threat it posed to their standing. Another example is the story of David and Saul. King Saul recognized David's superior spiritual destiny and his potential to replace him as king. Saul's ego and insecurities led him to view David as a threat, resulting in toxic behaviors such as jealousy, paranoia, and attempts on David's life. Saul's actions were fueled by his subconscious fear of being overshadowed and losing his power. These examples show that the chosen one's spiritual superiority can evoke strong negative reactions from those who feel threatened. The unconscious recognition of this superiority challenges their ego, leading to toxic behavior. Understanding this dynamic can help chosen ones navigate these difficult family relationships with greater empathy and resilience. The ego's defense mechanisms: projection and sabotage. Family members' egos can react defensively when faced with the chosen one's unique light and spiritual purpose. Two common defense mechanisms that the ego uses are projection and sabotage. These mechanisms can create a toxic environment, making it difficult for the chosen one to thrive. Projection is when a person takes their unwanted feelings or traits and attributes them to someone else. For example, a family member who feels insecure about their achievements might project this insecurity onto the chosen one, accusing them of being arrogant or selfish. This way, they avoid dealing with their feelings of inadequacy by making it seem like the chosen one is the problem. Sabotage is another way the ego defends itself. When family members feel threatened by the chosen one's light, they might try to undermine their efforts. This could mean criticizing their choices, discouraging their ambitions, or even setting up situations where the chosen one is likely to fail. The goal is to bring the chosen one down to a level where the family members feel more comfortable and less threatened. These toxic behaviors can have significant psychological and spiritual impacts. Psychologically, constant projection and sabotage can lead to feelings of self-doubt and confusion for the chosen one. They might start to question their worth and purpose, which can be emotionally draining. Spiritually, these dynamics can create barriers to the chosen one's growth and fulfillment of their divine mission. For example, if a chosen one is constantly told they are selfish for pursuing their spiritual path, they might feel guilty and pull back from their true calling. This not only hinders their personal growth, but also affects the greater good they are meant to contribute to. Similarly, sabotage can create a hostile environment where the chosen one feels unsupported and isolated, making it harder for them to stay on their path. The hidden fear of change. Threats to the status quo. The presence of a chosen one can be very unsettling for family members because it often threatens the status quo. The status quo represents the usual way of doing things, the comfort zone where everyone feels safe and secure. When a chosen one comes into the picture, their unique light and purpose can shake up this comfort zone, causing fear and resistance. Family members might be afraid of the changes that the chosen one brings. This fear can stem from various sources. For instance, they might worry about losing their influence or control. Parents might fear that their chosen child's different path means they are losing authority. Siblings might feel that the chosen one's success highlights their own perceived failures. These fears can lead to toxic behaviors as family members try to protect their familiar ways of life. The fear of change often manifests in attempts to maintain control. Family members might resist the chosen one's ideas and actions, trying to keep things as they are. This resistance can come in the form of criticism, discouragement, or even outright sabotage. The underlying goal is to prevent the disruption of their comfortable, known world. Religious and spiritual teachings often address the disruption caused by divine individuals. For example, in the Bible, Jesus faced immense resistance from the established religious authorities of his time. His teachings and actions threatened their power and the traditional ways of thinking. This threat led to hostility and eventually his crucifixion. Similarly, prophets like Moses and Muhammad faced significant opposition because their messages challenged the existing order and demanded change. These stories illustrate how divine individuals often disrupt the status quo, causing fear and resistance. For the chosen ones, understanding this dynamic can help make sense of the toxic behaviors they encounter. Recognizing that their presence and purpose are catalysts for change can provide a sense of peace and purpose. They are not just facing random hostility, they are fulfilling a divine role that naturally challenges and transforms their environment. the spiritual paradox, love and hate for the divine. In many families, the relationship with a chosen one is marked by a paradox of love and hate. Family members can deeply love the chosen one, yet at the same time harbor feelings of resentment and display toxic behaviors. This paradoxical dynamic is complex and deeply rooted in both emotional and spiritual layers. On one hand, family members love the chosen one because they are part of the family. This love is natural and often unconditional. Parents, siblings, and relatives care for the chosen one, wanting the best for them and feeling proud of their unique qualities and achievements. This deep love is an essential part of family bonds. However, alongside this love, there can also be profound resentment. The chosen one's spiritual light and purpose might highlight insecurities, fears, and unresolved issues within family members. This can lead to feelings of jealousy, inadequacy, and fear. For instance, a sibling might feel overshadowed by the chosen one's success or spiritual depth. A parent might feel their authority or traditional beliefs are challenged. These feelings can manifest as criticism, undermining, or even hostility. This paradox of love and hate creates a toxic environment where positive and negative emotions constantly clash. Family members might shower the chosen one with affection in one moment, only to lash out in anger or resentment the next. This emotional volatility can be confusing and painful for the chosen one, making it hard to understand why they are both cherished and targeted. Spiritually, this paradox holds significant lessons. It teaches chosen ones about the duality of human nature and the complexities of relationships. Understanding that love and hate can coexist helps chosen ones navigate their family dynamics with more compassion and wisdom. They learn to see beyond the surface behaviors and recognize the underlying struggles their family members face. Moreover, this paradox challenges chosen ones to grow in patience, forgiveness, and resilience. It pushes them to maintain their spiritual path despite the conflicting emotions and to find ways to heal and transform their family relationships. Embracing this paradox becomes a crucial part of their spiritual journey, leading to deeper insights and personal growth. This understanding can help chosen ones see their family's love and hate not as contradictions, but as parts of a greater spiritual lesson in navigating the complexities of human relationships. Energy imbalance, the ripple effect of spiritual ascension. When a chosen one undergoes spiritual ascension, it creates an energetic imbalance within the family. Spiritual ascension refers to the process of elevating one's spiritual awareness and vibration. This transformation can be felt by everyone around them, especially family members who share close bonds and living spaces. As the chosen one's energy rises, it can disrupt the usual energetic patterns in the family. Family members who are used to a certain energetic equilibrium may feel this shift deeply. This disruption can be unsettling, leading to a range of toxic reactions. They might not understand why they feel uneasy or threatened, but the change in energy is often the root cause. This imbalance creates a ripple effect. Imagine dropping a stone into a still pond. The ripples spread outwards, affecting everything in their path. Similarly, the chosen one's elevated energy radiates out, impacting the entire family dynamic. Family members may react with increased tension, hostility, or irrational behavior as they subconsciously try to restore the previous energetic balance. For example, a parent might suddenly become overly critical, or a sibling might engage in petty arguments. These reactions are attempts to pull the chosen one back to the old, comfortable, energetic state. It's not a conscious effort to harm, but rather an instinctive response to the discomfort of change. Managing these energetic disturbances requires awareness and strategic actions. First, chosen ones can practice grounding techniques to stabilize their energy. Grounding involves activities that connect them to the earth, such as walking barefoot on grass, meditating, or spending time in nature. This helps to anchor their elevated energy, making it less disruptive to those around them. Second, setting clear boundaries is crucial. Chosen ones need to establish emotional and physical boundaries to protect their energy. This might mean limiting time spent in toxic environments or using protective visualization techniques to shield their energy. Finally, open communication can help. While it might be challenging, discussing these changes with family members in a calm and understanding manner can sometimes alleviate fears and misconceptions. Explaining that their spiritual journey is not a threat, but a personal growth path can help ease tensions. Understanding the ripple effect of their spiritual ascension and taking proactive steps to manage it can help chosen ones navigate these challenging family dynamics more effectively. Breaking the cycle, embracing compassion and understanding. Compassion and understanding are crucial in breaking the cycle of toxicity within families. When chosen ones face negative behavior from their family, responding with compassion can transform the situation. This approach doesn't mean accepting harmful actions, but understanding the pain and fear that drive these behaviors. Many religious and spiritual teachings emphasize the power of compassion. For example, in Christianity, Jesus taught us to love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. This message encourages chosen ones to approach their toxic family members with love rather than anger. Similarly, in Buddhism, the concept of loving kindness or metta involves sending out goodwill and love to all beings, including those who cause suffering. Understanding why family members act out is the first step. Their toxicity often stems from feelings of inadequacy, fear of change, or jealousy of the chosen one's spiritual path. Recognizing these underlying issues can help chosen ones respond with empathy rather than retaliation. Cultivating a compassionate approach involves several steps. Firstly, practicing self-compassion is essential. Chosen ones must take care of their own emotional and spiritual needs before they can effectively help others. This means setting healthy boundaries and engaging in self-care activities that replenish their energy. Secondly, chosen ones can use mindfulness to stay present and calm during conflicts. Mindfulness helps in observing the situation without immediate judgment or reaction, allowing for a more thoughtful and compassionate response. For instance, during a heated argument, taking a deep breath and mentally stepping back can prevent escalation and promote understanding. Thirdly, communication plays a vital role. Speaking from a place of empathy and expressing feelings calmly can open pathways to healing. For example, saying, "I understand that my path might seem different and challenging to you, but it's important to me," can diffuse tension and foster a more compassionate dialogue. Lastly, forgiveness is a powerful tool in breaking the cycle of toxicity. Forgiving doesn't mean condoning the behavior, but releasing the hold it has on one's heart. This act of letting go can bring peace to the chosen one and potentially soften the hearts of their family members. The divine mission, persevering through familial challenges. Chosen ones have a unique divine mission that often requires them to endure significant familial challenges. This mission involves not only personal growth, but also the transformation and healing of their family dynamics. Understanding the significance of these challenges can provide chosen ones with the strength and perseverance needed to overcome them. Familial challenges are a common theme in the lives of chosen ones. These challenges test their resolve, patience, and commitment to their spiritual path. Toxic behaviors from family members, such as criticism, jealousy, and resistance, can be difficult to navigate. However, these obstacles are also opportunities for chosen ones to develop inner strength and resilience. Perseverance is key in overcoming familial toxicity. It involves maintaining a steadfast commitment to one's spiritual path despite opposition and setbacks. Inner strength, cultivated through practices such as meditation, prayer, and self-reflection, helps chosen ones stay grounded and focused on their mission. This strength allows them to face negativity with grace and compassion rather than retaliation or withdrawal. Many divine figures from religious and spiritual traditions have faced and transcended family opposition. For example, in the Bible, Joseph was sold into slavery by his jealous brothers, but later rose to a position of power in Egypt, ultimately saving his family from famine. His story is one of perseverance and faith. Similarly, Siddhartha Gautama, who became the Buddha, left his royal family to seek enlightenment. His family opposed his decision, fearing the loss of their heir. Despite their resistance, Siddhartha persevered and achieved spiritual awakening, later returning to share his wisdom and compassion with his family and the world. Another example is the Prophet Muhammad, who faced significant opposition from his tribe and family members when he began preaching Islam. Despite the hostility and challenges, he remained committed to his mission, eventually uniting the tribes of Arabia under the banner of Islam. These stories inspire chosen ones to view their familial challenges as part of their divine mission. They illustrate that enduring and overcoming these obstacles can lead to profound personal and spiritual growth, as well as positive transformation within the family. Understanding why chosen ones often face toxic family dynamics is crucial for your spiritual journey. If you found this video helpful, join our Discord community to connect with others on a similar path. The link to join is in the description below. Stay blessed and keep shining.